Hello dear students, welcome to CR Digital Classes. Today we are going to deal with Unit 4 of your syllabus of income tax, which is profit and gain from business and profession. Now this chapter has its part B as 12A and 12B, but today we are going to deal with part A, which is block of asset. As you can see, this is an important question, has been repeated consecutively, that is in 2021 and in 2022. 2022 it is 4 marks, that is your normal pattern of exam, whereas 2021 it has been asked for 5 marks. Now you must be wondering why. This was during the lockdown period and so it is 5 marks. But for you it is going to be 4 marks only, the normal pattern of exam. Okay. Now let's understand what is the meaning of block of asset. Block of asset is nothing but it is a set of similar type of asset. Okay. Why are they made into a block? Now let's say there is a computer, then there is software parts, and then there are hardware parts. So this together is made into one block of asset. It has a set of depreciation or a fixed rate of depreciation as 40%. So for the purpose of calculation of depreciation, instead of giving depreciation rates differently for each asset, according to the income tax, it is made easier that similar type of assets can be made into one set. Now this one set will have the same depreciation rate. Okay. For example, buildings. Buildings that are used for residential purpose will have a different percentage of depreciation rate. Then let's say examples of books. Books can be any types. They may be magazines, they may be textbooks, annual publications, non-annual publications. All of these together become one block of asset. Okay. Now this block has same set of depreciation rate. So every item in that block will have the same depreciation rate. Okay. Now when we for books, the depreciation rate is 40%. Then there is something called as life-saving equipments which the doctors use. Then that along with that, aeroplanes and they have the same depreciation rate and fall in the same block, and for them the depreciation rate is 40%. Any kind of furniture or any kind of fittings, then that block has 30% as their depreciation rate. Now what are these blocks used for? This is used for easy calculation of depreciation while we are computing the values of these capital assets that are there in the business. Okay. Now how do we calculate depreciation? Which method of depreciation? We follow the written down value method of depreciation while we are computing for these capital assets. Okay. And then when what happens if one asset of the block is sold? Then if one asset of that block is sold, then the sale value is deducted and then we'll calculate depreciation for the remaining asset. Then what happens if all the assets of that block are sold? Then we do not calculate any depreciation for that. Only the sale value is considered. So this is about your block of assets. I hope you have understood what is the meaning of block of asset. You need to understand only one simple thing, that all similar type of assets are put together under one head. That is called as block of asset. So that's very simple for you to understand the meaning of block of asset. And mind you, it is an important topic. As you can see, it has been asked twice already. So could be a next question for your exam too. Let's see how do we write this answer. As you can see, block of asset refers to similar assets, okay, that are classified into different blocks. Why has this been done? For the purpose of calculating depreciation. And who follows this? This is given by the Income Tax Act. And all the block of assets are treated as one single unit. Then which method of depreciation do we follow? It is the written down value method. If one asset is sold, then the sale value is deducted, and for the remaining asset, we will calculate the depreciation. If the full block is sold, then there is no depreciation that will be calculated. So this is the meaning of block of asset. This is how you can write your answer, where you will initially explain about what is the meaning of block of asset. Then you can go ahead by explaining the key features. This is the way you are going to present your answer. Now, just in case you are asked questions about comparative questions where you ask advantages, disadvantages, or distinguish between any two items, then if it is advantages, disadvantages type of question, you can go ahead by writing it as with the subheadings in a point-wise form. If it is a comparative question, please go writing as a tabular form. We are able to differentiate between the two items. So based on the type of question that is asked to you, remember to structure your answer according to that, because that is important. Whatever it may be, presentation matters a lot. Hope you've understood the concept of block of assets. Thank you, dear students. All the best from SIA Publications.